In this session, we'll be seeing the measures of dispersion, the basic concepts, which is mean, variance, standard deviation, and coefficient of variance. Okay, so variance is nothing but a measure of variability. So before going in depth, we'll see what example is being provided here. So we have to see two important concepts before all these. One is nothing but sample, and another thing is population. So as you all know, sample is nothing but it is a subset of a population. Okay, so let me tell you with an example. So here in a village, let us take there are only 50 students who are studying 10th standard or something like that. Okay, they are doing 10th standard. So only 50 students are available, and their data is here, and how many marks out of 100 for science they have got. Okay, that data I'm having. So this is called as population. Okay, so I have only 50 students, so in an entire village, and that is all are studying in 10th standard. So this is my population. Okay, so what is actually a sample? Okay, if I wanted to do some quick data analysis of only few people there who represent the population, that is called as a sample. Okay, so my population size is going to be 50. Here, if you could see, I mentioned it 50, and sample I'm just going to take randomly select any five people from this data, entire 50 people. I'm just going to select five people. So I've taken randomly taken five people here. You could see it. Okay, so this is going to be my sample, and this entire data set is going to be this fully this 1 to 50 is going to be my population data set. Okay, so now let us go into the topic. Now let us go into the first topic, which is mean. So mean can be found out simply like using a simple formula, which is nothing but equal to average of. Okay, equal to average of, give tab, and you'll find I'm going to find the mean for the sample. Okay, I'm going to give the find the mean for my sample. So I'm going to select this data. Okay, the marks data of the sample. Just give enter. So this is my mean for my sample. Now I'm going to find the mean for my population. Just give equal to, again, average of, then I'm going to select the entire marks of my population. Just give control shift and down. Just give enter. Okay, this is the mean of my population. Can you all understand it? Next, what we'll be seeing is how to find the variance. Okay, so in variance, 2007 and before versions of Excel had only one formula, which was variance only. But after 2007, you have the formulas to calculate the variance of sample as well as the population. Two different formulas you have. First, we'll go on with the what is a variance of sample population. You're just going to give equal to variance of sample. Okay, this is a variance dot s. Just select it, tab. Then I'm going to select the samples of samples. Okay, just give enter. So this is the variance of my sample. Now I'm going to find the variance of my population. Just give equal to variance of population. Variance dot p. This is variance dot s. This is variance dot p. Just give and tab. Now select this entire data. Okay, give enter. So this is going to be my variance of population. As I've told you earlier, just you can know it. So 2007 before, you have a single formula which is equal to variance of. Okay, so if you come down, you'll find an arrow mark like a warning sign or something like that. So if you can see this function is available for compatibility with Excel 2007 earlier. Estimates are based on the sample and ignores logical value. So into details, let me tell you how it works. Just give variance of I'm going to give my sample here. Just give enter. Then even for population, it depends on how you're using the formulas. Okay. Variance of, again, if I'm going to select my population data, just give enter. So you could see there is some a variation. Obviously, we have some variation here. So this is how your entire data works for variance, your how your formula works or function works. Next thing what we are going to do is standard deviation. Okay, standard deviation also has its own functions for sample as well as population. I'm going to give std the standard deviation dot s. Okay, I'm going to select this entire data, just give enter. So you'll get the standard deviation for your sample. Now standard deviation for your population, standard deviation of population. Okay, I'm just going to select this number, control shift and down. Okay, just select it, then give enter. So this is the standard deviation of your population. Now, let us say if you wanted to find the standard deviation using two more methods you have. Okay, I'm just going to find it only for my what to say, my samples. What I'm going to give is equal to, I hope you all know the formula. Standard deviation is equal to square root of my variance. Okay, this is the formula, like another method where we can calculate the standard deviation. I'm just going to give equal to square sqrt, which means square root of the number it has asked. So I'm going to give this number, just give enter. See, you get the same values as that of your standard deviation using your formula. Then, similar to your variance, so just ignore this value because, like, I wanted to let you know how the values come. Okay, so your variance earlier formula and your standard deviation standalone formula only works on samples. Okay, similarly, we have a standard deviation formula here also. Standard deviation of, you come down, you'll find the, what to say, again the number values. This entire row I'm going to select, just give enter. See, you get the same values. So standard deviation also is similar to this variance method. So you can see obviously in variance we have variance dot s we have seen, then variance dot p we have seen, then using variance standalone formula for sample we have seen, then again for standard deviation dot s we have seen, and again standard deviation dot p. Then you have alternatives for standard deviation is actually using square root of variance. We can find it using variance. We can find standard deviation, and next is using standalone function of standard deviation. Okay, next thing what we are going to see is coefficient of variance. So you don't have a separate formula like function here. You have to use the formula here, which is nothing but coefficient of variance formula is standard deviation divided by your mean. Okay, that is how you're going to find it out. So now let us work on the formula here. So sample for coefficient of variance, sample I'm going to find it out first. So my standard deviation divided by mean, my mean. Okay, what is my standard deviation? 15 point. So this cell is my standard deviation divided by. So my sample of my mean is this. Just give enter. So this is the coefficient of variance. Now for population, I'm going to do it equal to this value, sorry, standard deviation divided by my mean. Just give enter. So these are the values you'll be getting. Now if I wanted to have it in percentage, just we are going to multiply this cell into 100. Okay, just give enter, and if you just drag it down, obviously it gets, the cell also gets multiplied with 100, if you see. So this is how all these functions work. These are just simple concepts which will help you easily to calculate your mean, variance, standard deviation, and coefficient of variance.